Hi, everyone. I'm Steve. I'm here with David Wright, who is a personal trainer at Parkway Athletic Club, the new Parkway Athletic Club in Carson City, Nevada. Thanks for being here, David.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
Need to get that sign fixed behind you. We're working on it. All right. So we're going to talk now. If you guys have questions, we're also starting a nutrition program in the facilities. If you guys have questions, put them in the comment section. If you like learning more about health clubs and how to get fit, subscribe to the channel. We do interviews with nutritionists and doctors and personal trainers, coaches, and so on. So today we're going to talk about food, artificial ingredients. And, there's just, if you just apply common sense, which I say all the time, you don't need to um, be a scientist or look at studies, even in my opinion, to know that an artificial ingredient is not food, and you can't go wrong by avoiding them, and eating them can't be positive. It can't benefit your health. So that's just, where all the opinions fall on how bad or how good something is. I mean, people can have those and the scientists can do all their studies on that. But I'm just saying, if it's something that's artificial, I don't see how it could be helping your body. I think it could only be hurting your body, if anything. So we were talking before we turned this on about one of the red dyes just got nixed, can't be used anymore. So what do you know about that?
Yeah, so it's interesting because I've been kind of following this for a little while, and eventually, it just like you said, just got banned recently. Red dye number three, and there's so many other ones. So I mean, let's just not pretend red dye number three is the one and only. There's number 40. There's blue dyes. There's all sorts of things. So when we're talking about this one in particular, there's going into the scientific part of it is summary of it is it's very bad for your health. It can cause all sorts of different side effects. It's been linked to cancers. I mean, a whole bunch of things. And that's not coming from my expertise because I'm not a doctor, but just reading why this step has been taken by the FDA and kind of banning this in the food is because there's so much linking it to not only cancers but other things, inflammation for sure, which happens with a lot of these artificial ingredients, not just the red dyes, causing a lot of inflammation, which is a huge problem because that can help, exacerbate other problems or cause other health issues for people that they really don't need to have. And so part of it is these artificial ingredients. You're right. There's no benefit. At any point, will there be any benefit to artificial ingredients in your food? Absolutely not. Is there a benefit in avoiding it? Absolutely. Because as just looking at statistics and things like that, you don't have to do weeks worth of research, but just looking at statistics, in the last several decades, uh, you know, cancers and things like that are on the rise. And one of the things that's along with that is the amount of artificial things we're ingesting into our own bodies. So, one would look at that and say, well, maybe if we avoid those, that would help avoid a lot of these complications that people are facing these days. So that's kind of where I sit with it is, it's about time, but also we don't have to wait for a ban, from say the government to just look at it ourselves at the grocery store and say, probably don't want that.
Yeah, and probably anyone who's watching this video probably has some interest in being healthy. And everyone out there, you've probably heard, read the label, right? Well, some of the labels you can't even read. It's ridiculous. And the ingredients on some of the labels, it can barely fit on the label. Just too many things. a safe way to go. I know it's hard. We're, especially in the US, we're a country of convenience and fast and, you know, uh, tasty. And if you can just eat whole foods, that's a great first step. Just eat whole foods. And then the next one is to eat organic and grass fed. Because now it's like you can't just go grab an apple off the shelf at the grocery store. You don't know what's on it, what's in it, and that can be expensive, no doubt. But if you're really focused on your health, um, that's where you're going to end up eating whole foods.
Yeah, and to your point with like the ingredients labels, it's very interesting because a lot of times with these ingredients labels that people are kind of told, well, everything that's going to be in this food is going to be on this label, which is true. But what they don't know is some of the ingredients that might seem harmless, right? Natural flavors, which is a generic way to say there's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we're not going to tell you what it
It's
is.
garbage. You mean
Right.
garbage. You're being nice.
And yeah, so with natural flavors, they're not natural necessarily. And even if they were, they're not necessarily something that's going to be good for you to be ingesting. So that's number one. But number two is even if they spell out an ingredient on a label, it might be labeled something scientific or sounds good or who knows, because you don't know what it is. Because there could be several names for junk in this food that sounds vitamin XYZ that's in here, and in parentheses it's something else. So some source of this vitamin, well, it's junk. It's not really a vitamin. They put it on there so they can say it has vitamins. Does it really? Absolutely not. But it has enough to where they can say it does. So you just have to your point, whole foods. My diet generally consists of pretty bland whole foods. Now you don't have to eat like I do, but I know what's in my food. And how? Because I make it all. And so it's easier for me to look at that and know what I'm putting in my body. And it's really easy for anybody who does that. Now, if we're looking at, like you said, the apple, in the grocery store, yeah, we don't know what's been sprayed on them, etc. Definitely wash them, all those different things. But you at least have to start trying to, get those ingredients down, because anything, drinks, box foods, whatever in the grocery stores, holy moly, there's so many different things in there. And we can't rely on, let's say, the government or somebody to tell us that these things are bad. We just have to look at it and say, why is there so many ingredients in here? Oh wait, why does this last for so long on the grocery store shelf? Because it's not real
Years.
food. Right. Because by the time it gets to the grocery store, it's been in a warehouse somewhere for who knows how long. And so if a food lab, well,
It's
I'm
not
sorry,
food.
if an item, yeah, see, I was correcting myself there, Steve. If an item is on the grocery store shelf, right, and it doesn't expire for months, it's not food. Because as we know, we take that apple, that banana home. Within a couple of days, it's like blah. So if we have this other healthy stuff that's not actual food on the shelf for months and months and months, it's not food. And it's, imagine what it's doing when we put it inside ourselves. It's going to wreak a lot of havoc. So we've got to really be aware of those things, and just really, it is common sense. It's one of those things that you just need to know what you're putting in your body. And if you're putting that in your body, it's a big risk, which is not worth there's no reward to it. Sometimes they say big risk, big reward. Not in this case, just the big risk part. No reward.
Yeah, it's and you made the point about the natural. Just because something's natural does not mean I'm going to eat it.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, let's see, rocks are natural, wood is natural, but I'm not going to eat rocks and sticks
Yeah,
just
I mean,
because they're natural.
I,
And this natural whatever is supposedly in my food. So don't fall for that trick. As a matter of fact, if something says natural on it, I don't buy it.
yeah, because I shouldn't have to say it. You should already just know it's natural, right? So that's like saying, oh, it's natural. Well, let's put some crude oil in here. I mean, do they drill it right out of the earth? So let's just drink it. That's not
Yeah.
good for you, right? So natural can mean a lot of things. So that's also one of those, if something looks healthy, wellnessy stuff. It's meant to be specifically. It's very, very clever marketing. So it makes you think that it's this healthy, wonderful thing you need, and it's the exact opposite.
Right. All right, David. So if people want to follow you, David's, if you're near Carson City, that's where he is. If people want to follow you on social media, find out what you're doing in your physique competitions and all that, and follow your progress, how do they follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram at davidwright_fitness and at Wright Fitness Training on Instagram as well for our personal training page.
All right. Thanks for being with us, David. We'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, Steve.